Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And this morning I'm having a conversation with Yewande Rolfe. Good morning, Yewande. How are you doing?
Hello,
Nice to see you.
nice to see you.
And I'm very much admiring your husband's photography with your background.
It was Bishopsgate Institute. He went and took one of the
Yeah,
windows there. Yeah,
it's amazing, isn't it?
it's very incredible.
Yeah, very clever. Yes, I take my hat off to people that do stained glass windows. They're another they're another on another level.
Amazing. And it can
Yeah,
break so easily. So I was talking to a lady who made them a smaller version. She said sometimes she's right to the last bit and then it cracks. I said, "Oh no, I have to do that bit again."
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can well imagine. Yes, but like all my chit chats, I start off with one question, and the one question is, what is it you enjoy doing when you're not working?
Lovely. When I'm not working, I really enjoy doing word search at the moment. So I'll
Ah.
take it with me on the tube or the bus or wherever I'm going, and standing in the line, a small one, and I
Yeah.
start doing them. I really enjoy doing word search.
That's very good for cognitive, isn't it? It gets us thinking about
Yeah,
different things,
yeah.
and it's a very simple way of doing it, but it's really, really very clever.
Yeah, I've come to the end of my last one, and it's quite small, and it's not easy to get a nice small one that you carry around with you and do.
Yeah.
So I'm looking because I can't remember where I got the last one. It could have been Wilco, but Wilco closed. So
Well, yes,
yeah.
it did, and some of the branches are actually opening it again.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll look out for that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
a lot of them are big, like A4 sizes, but I don't want to
Yes.
carry that with
You
me.
can't
Don't want
really
to carry.
carry that, no.
No, no.
It's,
I
it's
don't want
just
to
a
do
bit
it.
large to go in a handbag.
Exactly, and I don't want to do it on the phone because I'm trying not to use my phone as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like word search. It's great. Or Sudoku, but I'm not doing Sudoku so much now. I'm more into word search.
Yeah.
That's great.
Sudoku, I had a look at it, my brain frazzled, and I just said, nah.
I like it. I like it. I like it. It's really nice.
Yeah, so what else? That there must be other things,
Yeah,
of course, that you
there
enjoy
are.
doing.
Yeah, there
Um,
are.
Going for walks. What
Yeah,
is
go
it?
for
What
walks.
else?
Yeah, so I like going for walks with my husband. We try and go to walk every Saturday.
Mm,
And we try and do our 10,000 steps. So lately we've been walking along the Thames from roundabout Kew Bridge down to Chiswick. And then he's been taking pictures of swans or different places, and I've been
nice.
admiring the plants. And there's a nice
Mm,
garden there where people can plant things. It's just nice to be able to just walk along
yeah,
and kind of try and do your 10,000 steps. And sometimes we do other walks, like we've done a walk from, say, Tower of London all the
yeah,
way down to East London. And then we found this little farmer's market and we kind of had a look. And we like going to markets as well. And then
yes.
he'll buy some things and then cook in the evening on a Saturday. So
Nice.
Saturdays are quite nice days to kind of try and do
Yeah.
different things like that. Yeah.
And it's nice that you're able to do it together too. And
Yeah.
you have an interest and you enjoy being outside, and he
Yeah.
enjoys being outside because he can take photographs of different things.
Yeah.
It's a great combination.
Yeah. I like looking at the plants because I love plants. And I
Yeah.
like looking to the sky. I like daydreaming.
Yes, just
Yeah.
imagine that that could be mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine that could be mine. Imagine, I'd have a huge house, some bigger than I've got already.
Yes. Yeah, and then the reality kicks in. Yeah, the
Yeah,
council tax might be a bit, the bills might be a bit
exactly.
high. Yeah, I'll keep mine.
Exactly. And I probably only live in a couple of rooms anyway.
Yeah, yes, it's all very well having these thoughts, isn't it? But
Yeah,
yeah, what would you do with the rest of the space? But yes, it's
exactly.
lovely, and I enjoy walking along canals. It's
Great.
they're a lovely place, and I I follow a few people, and I watch a program called Narrow Escapes, which is about
Lovely.
people that live on narrowboats.
Great. I like that. I like them. And you're right, because we've got a canal not so far from us. and sometimes we walk all the way down the canal. And it's really interesting because those some of the boats are so lovely. They've got plants, they've got,
Yeah.
they're amazing.
Yes. Yeah, there are some people, so they sort of pick certain people that are sort of characters, and then I've ended up following them on social media, and there's some really interesting people, and there was on one of the series of programs 2 or 3 years ago, they had somebody that started a bakery on one, and I think there's
Wow.
another one that's an Indian restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
and another chap who's relatively young, and I think in his 20s or 30s, and he makes candles and sells them along the canal side when they have sort
Brilliant.
of markets running
Yeah.
from the boats. So
Yeah.
it's a quite a community that they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I think it's interesting seeing all the different size boats and the,
Yeah.
broad beams and the narrows and the smalls and, all the rest of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Amazing.
it
Because,
is.
yeah, amazing. Because I watched a program on television because I do like watching different programs on television as well. And some people, what they did is they wanted to actually live on the canal because they were saving to
Yeah.
buy their own property. So it
Mm.
was so much cheaper for them to do it all up, save money, and then a couple of 3 or 4 years later put up a deposit on a flat.
Yeah.
So it was a way of people kind of, doing
Mm.
that, which was really interesting.
Yes. And some people, too, they find that they enjoy living on the boat so much that they actually come out of living in brick and mortar
Yeah, yeah,
properties and live on the
yeah,
boats. So
yeah,
you've got the sort of the two things sort of running alongside each other, haven't you?
yeah. It's
It is an
amazing.
interesting life.
Yeah, I do. I feel people like that very brave. One of my relatives was going to do that. He was going to go to college and live on a boat, but he looked into it and he said he had to pay for being a permanent dweller. There
Yeah.
was a lot of damp on the boat he was thinking of buying,
Mm.
and he just felt that it wasn't right for him and his partner. But it's interesting,
Yeah.
yeah,
It is an
really
option.
interesting. It's an option,
Yeah, there
definitely.
is yeah, there was I saw the other day there was a lady she's now 69. She lost her husband a few years ago and she just bought a broad beam narrowboat and this other chap who's been doing it for 5 years earning a living from it now because he does socials and videos. He's written a book and the lady was having a conversation with his wife, she's very clever. She's very good at DIY, and they were having
Brilliant.
a conversation. And he was just sort of cooling down after a shower with just a towel round him. And she tapped on the side of the boat and said, "Been chatting to your wife. Would you like to come and look in my boat?" So he got dressed and went in, and he said it was like walking into a French cottage.
Wow.
And she had so much stuff in there that you would have thought it would sunk the boat, but it was fascinating how she
That's
had a water collection system, so all the rainwater was collected, and she used that for the loo and the washing up and everything. So it makes you think that it can be done if you've got the mind and the not the knowledge so much, but the inspiration to do it. You can make it happen.
stunning. I'm so impressed by that.
Yeah, yeah. It was fascinating. It was on yesterday actually. I watched it. But yeah, it's a great life. But getting back to your walking along the canals and photography, do you do photography as well?
No, I don't. No, I try to take photos on my phone, but I'm one of those people. I enjoy the moment, and then later on, I think, oh no, I should have taken the photo. I always
Oh,
forget. I always forget because
not
I'm just not don't remember. And when he takes photos, he does it because he wants to practice something, or
yes.
he wants to do a new technique, or he wants to try a new lens, or because he watches all these people who know a lot about photography, and he
Mm,
wants to kind of build up his knowledge and his like portfolio. And I tell him that he should go into those competitions, nature competitions, or things like that. But he said, oh, when he's retired, so he might do it once he doesn't work anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what's around the corner though, do you? You
Don't, don't,
have to grab
don't.
the moment.
That's what I tell him, but he doesn't do that. But I
Yeah,
mean, I do, if I remember, I'll take a photo of a nice flower and I put it as a background on my phone.
yeah,
Yeah, or if I remember, I'll take a photo of something that I need because in our road we've got parking restrictions. So I take a photo of a parking restriction to tell like a plumber coming round to
yeah,
say, sorry, this you can't park these times or come this times. So
yeah,
it's either for my personal enjoyment or for something that is needed, or maybe sometimes when we have a birthday party of family,
yes,
not when the kids were little because my husband concentrated on those, but I'll quickly take a photo if I remember of a couple of relatives.
yes.
So I wish I could remember. There's something about me that this I'm not very confident. I because when I've taken photos before, my hand has jogged, or I haven't thought of the perspectives, or I've just done it in the moment and I haven't really thought it through. So I'm not a photograph taker, you know.
I do. I've taken photographs through the years. I think I got it from my great grandfather who had something to do with the box brownie. Um,
Amazing.
but yes, I've always loved photography, and it's just a matter of just taking a photograph. That's what I do. And if it doesn't look good, then I do another. It's yeah. But if it's not in something that you would readily do, and you do it just for um, maybe a throwaway comment type of thing. Oh, I'll take a photograph of that. Or, it's not in your mind all the time. So you're
Yeah,
not sort of composing and looking, oh, that would might look good in a photograph, or
yeah,
that, yes. Yes, I can see the two, yourself and your husband, how he works with his photography and how you do. But it doesn't matter, it's the same as gardening.
yeah,
You have a go, and if it doesn't work, you try again.
yeah. That's a good point. Because when I was younger, people we always used to take formal photos.
Yes,
That's all we did. And then when someone came to your house, you bring out the photographic, like album, and you show them this is my birthday, this is my
yeah,
or someone
yeah.
else's wedding, or my uncle's, like
Mm,
wedding anniversary, or it was really formal. And I think that might be ingrained in my mind that
yes,
photos are for formal. And
yeah.
nowadays, and also one time my sister said to me, take a photo, and I took one. It says, no, don't take just one photo, take a lot. So in my mind, because I remember when we had those Polaroid cameras as well, there were instant ones
Yes,
that came out. You only took
yes.
one
Yeah. Well,
because
yes, of course.
you were thinking it's too expensive not to take it.
Yeah, yeah. So
Not
maybe
to,
that stuck with you, and that's
yeah,
why you
that
do.
stuck
I mean,
with
I've
me a
got tens
bit.
of thousands of photographs I'm going through on
Amazing,
my laptop, and I have photographs going back to, I don't know, the year dot,
amazing,
of holidays and things that I go and see, and things that I want
incredible.
to have a sort of photographic uh, memory of. Um, yes, because if you can, some people can hold a memory in their mind, can't they?
Yeah, yeah,
And it
I
may that
can.
yes, so that's probably why your photograph is in your mind,
Yeah,
not on your camera or
yeah,
your phone.
yeah.
That's
And
that's
also,
probably why.
yeah, and also I'm always nervous that we're going to lose them because we over the years we've taken photos, and then I said to because and then he puts in on a drive, and I don't know where the drive is, and he doesn't know where the drive is, and we've changed computers, so we've got photos some on some drive somewhere,
Oh dear.
and I know, and then the best ones are the ones that we've actually printed out, and we've bothered to print them out, and we can
Yeah.
look at them because
Yes.
and we change our phones as well every few years. So
Yeah.
I think it's hard for us to keep the photos. That it's very good that you've got all your photos.
Hmm.
I'm
There's a
impressed.
the photographer that I help with, a community photographic group, photography group, and the professional photographer who's sort of paying it forward and giving his knowledge, passing his knowledge on. He selects a photograph photographs from a year. So for this year, he'll go at the end of the year, he'll go through all his photographs, pick the really good ones, and he'll make up a photographic book.
That's a good idea.
And so he has those books so he can just pull them out and look at them.
That's a really good idea because we've got photos from our wedding, which are really formal photos. And then our photographer at the time, he said he enjoyed it so much, he gave us a smaller album of the ones that weren't so formal because he
Yeah.
thought it was with, the ones that are more spontaneous.
Yes.
And every so often we bring them out and we look at them, and it's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So by doing that, you selecting the best from each month, perhaps two or three from each month that really stand out, then you'd have a lovely yearbook then at the end of the year.
Excellent idea.
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea. I need to do something. I mean, in the process of sorting all mine out because there's so many. I've got duplicates, I've got this or that, and I think they're on the computer and I don't look at them. You just take them, and I've been looking through a few, and oh yeah, oh yes, that happened. Oh yeah, yes, it's because they are visual memories, aren't they?
Yeah, it's bittersweet as well because I was looking through some before, and I think, oh, this person is not alive anymore. They passed away, and then
Mm,
this person's moved, and this, so
yeah,
it's kind of a bittersweet because some of the people
yes,
you used to know, they're not here anymore. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. So so your photography and plants and everything, do you have many plants or in your garden?
So my major focus at the moment is my house plants. We don't have many plants in our
Uh,
garden because we're trying.
okay,
The back garden's kind of quite it's got concrete on it, so it's very
right.
practical. And the front garden's kind of, I like it to overgrow a bit. So we've got a massive bush of rosemary and lavender,
Yeah.
and we've got a few roses as well. So
Uh-huh.
it's not huge, but my one of my focuses is my indoor plants, which I love.
Yes.
Um, I also love going to gardens. Like sometimes we go to Kew Gardens or we go to Physic Gardens. But at the moment, one of the things I'm doing, which is not really work, is propagating plants to give to
Nice.
charities. Yeah, I really enjoy doing that. So I've got spider plants, which are really easy to
Oh,
propagate.
yes, they are.
Really
Yeah.
easy. They're brilliant. And sometimes I've got too many, and I just give them to different charities. I just take them with me and say, "Do you want this?" And they said,
Yeah.
"Okay." And then I've got the money tree jade
Yeah.
plant. That's
The jade plant,
fantastic.
yes.
Not easy to, I don't find it easy to propagate. Not as easy as obviously spider plant
I
because
think
you've
you
got
just
to,
put the end in water and they get roots and then you stick them in the soil, don't you?
you do. But what I'm finding is I've got a big one, but it's finding the right one to put in water, the right bit
Gotcha.
sticking out, put
Yeah.
in water. Because some of them are too long or some of them are too small. And then when I
Yeah.
put them in water, some of them take ages and ages for the root to come out. But that's, and then a friend of mine, she's given me one which she called Wandering Dew, but she didn't know the exact name of it. I think it's spiderwort. I think it is,
Right.
but something like that. And
Yeah.
I'm finding it really easy to propagate as well. And there's a lot of leaves. So I'm
Yes.
I'm, I'm experimenting with that one at the moment. So
Yeah.
like, so every day I'm looking at my houseplants and trying to propagate them to give away.
Why not? I mean, houseplants have got a great place in people's homes. They absorb. I mean, I haven't at the moment. I've got a cactus above my computer, but if you like a cactus or a spider plant by your computer, it will absorb all the radiation from your screen.
Yeah,
So a spider plant's really good to have and I have one by the television as well.
yeah.
And they absorb the radiation from the screens.
Yeah, I read a book once and they said that they did an experiment and they found that people with a plant on their desk when they're working, sorry to talk about work, they're more productive.
Yes. Yes, well, there they do good. I mean, it's like the mother-in-law's tongue is great in a bedroom.
Yeah,
It absorbs all the carbon dioxide that you breathe out, and I'm having to repot mine all the time because it's
yeah,
getting so big from growing from my out breath.
yeah. I've got one in the kitchen and it's huge. I'm
Yeah,
trying to find someone to help me. Because it was given to me by my mother-in-law.
Oh,
Amazing. And since then, twice we've broken it up and given it to lots of different people.
yes.
And one of my friends, she broke it up and she brought me back one.
Yeah.
And now, because we've been married 29 years. So again, so every 13 years is huge. It's
Oh,
huge. Now it's really
I'd
big.
imagine it's massive.
It's huge. I'm trying to get someone to come and help me, but I haven't yet because I can't even carry it myself. It's so big.
Oh,
It's in
wow.
the kitchen. It's massive. Yeah.
Good
So I'm
Lord. I've never
hoping
heard of
to,
one that big.
yeah, it's massive. Maybe I should take a picture and send it to you.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they're really good.
Excellent.
I looked up and did some research because NASA um have pointed out that 4 or 5 plants really good for absorbing things like I think the peace lily is
Yeah,
quite good for
I've got
absorbing
that.
the formaldehyde out of your carpets.
Yeah, I've got the
Yeah.
peace lily. I've got the spider plant. I've got a couple of ones that kind of palm ones.
Yes.
What else have I got? My son was going to work and he bought me, I don't know the name, but so people bring me stuff. I think I've ever bought one. I've only bought one in my whole life. In an
Well, why
indoor
not?
plant.
If
People
you
buy
can
it, just
propagate
give them
them,
to me.
why not? That's the best way, isn't it?
It's
Propagate
brilliant.
or give them be given them.
Yeah, I was in Waitrose one time because we like what are going there. They're good quality.
Yes.
And the lady came up to me because she knows I'm a regular, and she said, "Would you like this plant?" And I said, "Yes, please." And it's been replicating itself, and I've given one away, and I'm hoping to give more away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think plants are great, aren't they? Whether they're indoors or
Amazing.
outdoors.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, if you
Really, really good.
have greenery around you, it makes a difference.
It does. And also in the morning when I get up and I try and top up a little bit of water of all the different plants we have, it's quite uplifting to be able to see the
Yeah.
different changes that they give you, they're coming
Yes,
through.
it is. It is. Yeah.
Yeah. And if they're not happy in the kitchen, I move them to the living room. And if
Yeah.
they're not happy in the living room, I move them to the bathroom. So I'm
Mm.
trying to give them the best places where
The
I think
best
they'll
place.
thrive.
Yeah, they sort of find their place, don't they? Where
Yeah.
they do best, which is brilliant. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's been fascinating learning a little bit more about you and your love of plants and your occasional photographs. And, you should take more photographs perhaps when you're out and about. And maybe persuade your husband to enter some competitions because he's certainly got an eye. Um, I can see from just the 1 or 2 that you've put up that I've seen, he's really has got an eye. So he should enter maybe the Countryfile photographic competition they do every year for the calendar. Um, they have a sort of natural they they I think it's announced in July. They've just announced it, so I think it was beginning of July or end of June they announced it. And you have to get the photographs in by a certain time. But yeah, there's all sorts of competitions that he could enter. But yeah, it's great that, just that outlet, isn't it, of creativity.
Yeah, it's great because it takes
Yeah.
his mind off other things like work.
Yes. Well, yes, we all need that, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So I'm just gonna make a note of that and tell him that he can,
Yeah.
perhaps think about entering that competition.
Why
Thank you
not? I
so
don't, yes,
much.
I don't, I would like to see some of his photographs. From the, just the one that he's taken behind you is just brilliant. He's certainly got an eye and on the composition. But I'd love to thank you very much. Yes, and the azalea, that's brilliant.
Yeah, he took that one
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah. But I'd love to thank you for joining me this morning, Yewande. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
everybody that's going to listen to this will enjoy listening to our chit chat about plants and photographs and this, a bit of that. And hopefully we can have another chat again soon. So thank you
That'd be
so much for
lovely.
joining me.
Thanks a lot. All the best.